Power View, right? In Power View, we completed 2 classes. What we discussed in the 2 classes is, in the class 1, we discussed about a topic called visual interactions. Which one? Visual interactions. In the class 2, we discussed about a topic after visual interactions. Next topic I discussed in the Power View is filters in what? Power View. In the filters, we discussed what are the different types of filters available. Okay, that is the class 2. Today's class is class 3. Class 3 also will discuss about continuation to filters in Power View. Today's class is also what? Continuation to filters in where? Power View. Okay. Here, yesterday we understand types of filters, and we have something called subtypes also. Which one? Subtypes. We will try to understand today subtypes. Yesterday, so you guys understand types, when to go with filters on the visual, filters on this page, filters on all pages, drill through filters. Today, we'll go with what? Subtypes. How many subtypes you see here? 3. We not only see the 3, there are 2 more subtypes available. Basic, advanced, top, and below that, the 4th one you will have is relative date. Which one? Relative date. And 5th one you will have is relative time. Relative time. You guys will understand. Totally, how many subtypes you can find? 5 subtypes. I'll make you understand when to go with basic filtering, when to go with advanced filtering, when to go with top end filtering, when to go with relative date, when to go with what? Relative time. These are the 5 subtypes you have. But let's discuss this. To discuss this, open Power BI Desktop first. Or else you can use if you already save the report, you can reuse it. But this time I'm opening a new report, no problem. I'm clicking on what? Blank report. First, so we are planning to discuss a filters concept in Power View. We are discussing Power View. In Power View, there is a concept filters. We are trying to understand more about this filters concept today. In order to start working in Power View, you need to have some tables in the Power Pivot. What we need to have? Tables. We need to load some tables to the Power Pivot, and the tables we will use in Power View. To load the tables, I said that I'll use what now? Get data, Excel. I'll just load some tables from EMP DEPT table, Excel. Select the EMP table, DEPT table, and managers table, and click on load. Along with these 3 tables, I'll load orders table also. Load one more table to Power Pivot. Click on get data Excel. Sample Superstore. I'll load which table? Orders. Load. Okay, you have totally 4 tables in the Power Pivot. As you have some tables now, I can go to report view or Power View. This is which one? Power View. And I can start discussing about what? Filters now. Okay. Here the point you need to understand is this filter subtypes and filtering options are different for each data type. Different for what? Each data type. Take an example. I'm taking one card visual. Into the card visual, I'm going to drag the sales column. It is showing how many region sales here? 4 region sales. In the table, you have 4 regions data. It is showing all the 4 region sales. Instead of showing 4 region sales here, I want to show only here central sales. Which region sales? Only central sales. That means you need to filter the data on which column? Region. Go and drag the region column. And when you go to subtypes, filter subtypes, how many subtypes are there? Basic, advanced, top end. So when you go to advanced filtering and see what advanced filtering options are there. Read the advanced filtering options. Contains. For which column these options are you are seeing? For text column. Region is what data type column? Text data type column. Region is text data type column. For text data type column, you'll see contains, does not contain, starts with, does not starts with. This options. Just remember this for time being. And let's say same way. Okay, I'll remove region column here. I want to filter the data in this card visual now, not based on row ID. There is a column called what? Row ID. When you go to row ID, what is the minimum row ID you have? 1. What is the maximum row ID I have is 9994. What is the maximum row ID I have? 9994. 1 to 9994 row IDs are there. When I have 1 to 9994 row IDs, it will when you take the sales, it will show sales for all the 1 to 9994 row IDs. What? For all the row IDs, it will show the sales. Now I need to filter the data here based on row ID. Based on what? To filter the data here based on row ID, drag which column here? Row ID. When I drag the row ID, when I go here, row ID is what data type column is? Number. Which column? Number. When I go to number column, sorry guys, somehow that column got closed. Add the row ID column one more time. Add the row ID column one more time. When I go to row ID column and I try to filter, how many subtypes you will find is basic, advanced, top end. How many subtypes you are saying? 3. Previously also for text data type column also you will see how many subtypes? 3. Number data type column also you will see what? 3. Now go to advanced filtering options and see the options. This options on number column, when I go to advanced filtering, I will see advanced filtering options. Is this option same for text column? No. For text column, you see what? Contains, does not contains, begins with something like that, right? Here, different options, right? Filtering options will change based on the data type of the column. Remove this row ID also. Now, I have a order date column. Now I am going to date column now. Which column? Order date. Order date column have 4 years data. How many years? 4 years. Starting from 2014 to when? 2017. Order date have dates starting from 2014 to 2017. When I create a card visual, when I drag the sales, how many year sales you are seeing here? All the 4 year sales. Now I need to filter and I need to show data based on the date column. Based on what? Date column. To filter the data based on date column, go to filters, drag the order date column. When you want to filter the data based on date column, you need to click on expand button. When I click on expand button, I need to choose the subtype. You will understand. What are the subtypes you have? Basic, advanced, top end, relative date, relative time. You are seeing 2 more extra subtypes, right? So for text and number columns, only 3. For date data type column, 5. Now go to advanced filtering options. In the order date, expand it and go to advanced filtering options and look at these options. These options are completely different when you compare with the text column and what? Number column. So what you need to understand from last 2 minutes, 3 minutes discussion is based on the data type of the column, filter subtypes are different and filtering options are different. Based on what? Data type of the column. Sometimes we need to filter the data on number column. Sometimes we need to filter the data on text column. Sometimes we need to filter the data on date column. Based on the data type of the column, filter subtypes and filtering options and advanced filtering options. Which filtering options? Especially advanced filtering options. Subtypes, filter subtypes and advanced filtering options will change. Options will change. So we see for number and text data type columns, number and text data type columns. How many subtypes you have for this data type columns, number and text? Only 3. For date data type columns, 5. If it is a date data type column, it is what? 5. Extra 1 you will get it. So we will understand one by one. First, so as advanced filtering options are different for each data type, first we will see how to filtering the data on number data type column, filtering the data on which column first we will see? Number data type column. So in number data type column, when we will go with basic, when we will go with advanced, when we will go with top end, we'll understand. And in advanced, what options are there, we'll understand. Once you understand number data type column, then we will understand how to filter the data on what? Text data type column. When you are filtering the data on text data type column, how many subtypes are there, we will see. How many subtypes? 3. When to use basic, when to use advanced, when to use top end. And in advanced, there are a lot of other options. How to use that options we will discuss. So once after understanding text column, lastly we'll understand about what? Filter the data on what? Date column. Filtering the data on date column. When you are filtering the data in date column, how many subtypes are there, we'll understand. How many? Basic, advanced, top n, relative date, relative time, relative time. When to go with each one we'll discuss. Again, in advanced, again you will have a lot of options. When to use which option we'll discuss. Relative date also will have a lot of options. Relative time also will have a lot of options. How to use them we'll discuss one by one. First, let's start with what? Filtering the data on number date type column. I'll give some requirements. Based on that requirements, we'll filter the data. Go to Power View, Power View material, Power. Go and open filters in Power View. Just I'm going to open filters in Power View. So these are some requirements. I'll share this requirements one also. I'll share this requirements on requirement one also with you. So what is that? Create a visual to show what? Employee name and department number, where department number equal to what? 10. Our requirement is, so they are asking to create one visual. What is the visual they're asking is take one table visual. I'm taking which visual? Table visual. They're asking to show employee name column and department number column. Which one? Go and drag employee name. When I drag or go to employee table, drag employee name, you can see all the employees who are working with us. And along with the employee name, I want to see department number. I can see all the department numbers. Now, client is telling that I don't want to see all the department number employees here. I want to see only department number equal to what? 10. So you need to filter the data in this visual based on which column? Department number. To filter the data in the visual, where we need to go? Filters on the visual, and we need to go to department number column. So whenever it is equal to condition, then you need to go with basic. Which one? Basic. So basic filtering will work only for which conditions? Equals to. Whenever you need to write equal to condition, then only you need to go and do it in what? Basic. Any other condition other than equal to, we need to go with what? Advanced. When I go to advanced, you will see equal to, not equal to, less than or equal to, greater than, a lot of other options you will find. So for now, as it is equal to condition, what is the condition I need to write here? You can see here, department equal to 10. So as it is equal to, I can do it in where? Basic. And it will show in department number, what department numbers are there, it will show. You need to go and select what you want. You need to leave them what you don't want. I need only what? 10. Are you seeing only 10th department employees? No. Yes. Now I'll tell you an important point here. When you create a visual, when you write any filter condition here, you write a filter condition. So, okay, before I explain that, whatever you can do in the basic filtering, we can even do in advanced filtering also. Basic filtering, as I said, you will write only what condition? Equal to. That equal to condition, you can even write in where? Advanced. But basic is easy. But even in advanced also, you can write what? Equals to. Tell me, guys, how to get equals to 10th department. This time I'm not going with basic. I'm going with what? Advanced. Which option I need to use? Is nothing but equal to. Equal to what? 10. When I click on apply, is it showing same result? Yes, same result it will show. Now, in the advanced, when I write the filter condition is 10. When you write any filter condition here, that filter condition will check for every row in the visual. First, it will check for this condition for first row. Then it will check that condition for second row. Check the third row, fourth row. Whatever the condition we write here, it will check for each row in the visual. Each row in the visual. For the rows where the condition will become true, it will keep that rows. For the rows where the condition will become false, it will filter that rows, right? Take the first row. First row, what is the department number? 20. 20 is what? 10. True or false? False. False means it will keep it or filter it? Filter. It will filter. For second row, 30 is 10. False. Third row, 30 is 10. False. It will filter. Fourth row, 10 is 10. It will keep it or filter it? How many records it will keep? Only 3 rows condition true, remaining all rows condition false. It will keep the 3 rows. When I click on apply filter, how many rows you are getting? Only 3 rows you are getting. Fine, that's fine. Right. Now, let's go to the next requirement. We understand first requirement. Next one is what? Create a visual to show employee name, salary, department number, where salary equals to what? 3,000. This time, take another table visual. This time they're asking to show employee name, salary, and what? Department number, where salary equal to 3,000. Equal to 3,000. I need to filter the data based on which column? Salary. Is what? Is 3,000. As I said, when you write any condition, it will check for row by row. Wherever the row's condition is true, it will keep it. Remaining rows, it will filter it. Ford, the condition will become true. Scott, the condition will become true. Remaining all, it will false, right? And I go and click on apply filter. How many rows it will show? 2 rows, Ford and Scott. Remaining all, it got filtered. Okay. This time, I cleared that filter, guys. I used is 3000. When I apply the filter, it is showing 2 rows. I want to clear the filter. Click on what? Clear filter. Now it is showing all the rows back. Now this time I need to show the employees whose salaries is not equal to 3000. Next requirement is what? Show employees whose salary is not equal to 3000. So here I want to see how many employees are there, salary not equal to 3000. How many employees are there?
Except to all are.
13 employees are there. I want to show 13 employees, salary not equal to 3000. I don't want to show Ford. I don't want to show Scott. Remaining all I need to show. I need to show only employees salary is not equal to what? 3000. How to show salary is not equal to 3000 is go to what column? Salary. There is a self-explanatory option called what? Is not how much? 3000. When I click on apply, you don't see employees who are having salaries as what? 3000. Equals to, not equals to. Now next visual is create a visual to show employee name, salary, department number where salary is less than what? 3000. Let's clear the filter. I want to see only the employees whose salaries are less than 3000. Now, for better understanding of the data, I can sort the data in the visual. At this point of time, this visual is sorting the data based on employee name. Which column? Employee name. Employee name, it is sorting in ascending order, A to Z. Where? You can see employee names are in where? A to Z. So it is sorting the data based on employee name. But I don't want to sort the data based on employee name. I want to sort the data based on salary in descending order. Which order? You sort in ascending or descending, no matter. Let's say sort the salaries in ascending order. Lowest salaries to what? Highest salaries. How can you change the sort order in the visual? Is just I'm doing this sorting for understanding purpose only. Go to where? More options. Sort by sum of salary. You can choose order. Ascending. Ascending means lowest to highest. Now you are sorting the data based on which column? Sum of salary. Which order? Ascending. Ascending. Lowest to highest. Just for understanding purpose only I sorted it, guys. Now in this visual, client is expecting to see only the employees whose salaries are what? Less than 3000. From which employee to which employee you need to show? Starting from Smith to till where? Jones. Starting from Smith to Jones, they have salaries less than 3000. I want to show 11 this 11 employees. How to show that 11 employees? Salary, which option? Less than what? 3000. When I click on apply, you can see starting from Smith to where? Jones. Clear the filter. Again, you'll get back all. Now, this time I want to see the employees whose salaries are less than or equal to 3000. Less than or equal to 3000. Starting from Smith to where? Scott. Go and select less than or equal to how much? 3000. Click on what? Apply. You are seeing still Scott. Let's say I want to see only the employees whose salaries are greater than 3000. Greater than 3000. How many employees are there? 2. King and Sunil. I want to see these 2 employees. You need to go with what? Greater than how much? 3000. Click on apply. You are seeing only 2 employees. Let's say I want to see the employees whose salaries are greater than or equal to 3000. Which one? Greater than or equal to 3000. Starting from 4 to Sunil. There is a self-explanatory option called what? Greater than or equal to how much? 3000. Click on apply. You are seeing that 4 employees. So these are simple options. Less than or equal to, greater than equal to, is not. Next one is what? Is blank, is not blank. To explain is blank and is blank, is not blank, let me create one visual. I'm taking another table visual this time. This time I'm going to drag employee name, and then we'll drag salary, and then we'll drag commission, and then we'll drag department number. In the commission column, there is some blank values. This we can call it as null values, or we can call it as blank values. Which values? I want to write the condition on commission column based on blank values. Let's say I want to see only the employees whose commissions are blank. Whose commissions are blank. So I want to show Adams. Alan, there is a commission I don't want to show. Blake, commission is blank, I want to show. How to show only the employees whose commission is blank? So you need to write the filter condition on which column? Commission. Whenever we need to write the conditions based on blank values, you need to go with what? Is blank, is not blank. Condition on null values. When I select is blank, when I click on apply, you can see only the employees whose commission is what? Blank. I want to see the employees whose commission is non-blank. Go and select what? Is not blank, click on apply. You can see only the employees whose commission is what? Is not blank. So like that, whenever we need to filter the data based on null values, I can use is blank and is not blank. Okay. We understand in the advanced filtering what options are there. For which data type column these options are? Number. What options are there? How to use them? So till this requirement we completed. 8th and 9th. Till 8th and 9th. So now, so we'll go with 10th requirement. What is the 10th requirement is? Create a visual to show what? Employee name and department, where department number equal to 10 along with what? Department number equal to 20. Go and create one visual. I'm going to create a visual, and where I am going to drag employee name, I'm going to drag department number. Now it is showing all the 15 employees and all their departments. Now client is telling that I don't want to see all the employees here. I want 10th department, 20 department. 10th department, I have 3 employees. 20th department, I have 5 employees. Totally, I want to show what? 8. 15 out of 15, you need to show what? 8. Out of 15 to show 8, you need to apply which concept here? Filters. How to filter the data in this visual is, go to where? On this visual, you need to filter the data based on what? Department number. The easiest way to do it is go to basic, select 10, 20. 10, 20. How many employees you might see? Only 10 and 20, right? Whatever you do in basic, you do it in basic or advanced now? You do it in basic. Let's tell it how to do it in advanced. I'm going to advanced filter. What is the first condition? Is what? 10. What is the second condition? Is 20. Whenever you write two conditions, between the two conditions, we need to choose either and or we need to choose either or. Sometimes we'll get the expected output using and. Sometimes we'll get the expected output using or. Now you need to use under or. Under or.
Or.
Anyway, I'll explain.
And.
First, everyone
Or.
responded, guys. Under or.
And.
And sir,
Or
and
All.
logical operators.
Mm. So
And.
I'll tell you when to go with and when to go with R. But this time, some people said and, some people said R. Here R is the right option. Which one? Or let's see, when I go with and, when I click on apply, you don't get one record also. You get 0 records. So we don't want 0 records. We want what? 8 records. That 8 records, you'll get it from where? Or not with and. I'll tell you why and is not giving the result, why R is giving the result. When I click on apply, are you getting the 8 records? That is nothing but which one is correct here? R. So keep in mind first, whenever we need to write two conditions, condition 1, condition 2. Between the two conditions, either we need to choose or either we need to choose what? And based on the output you are expecting, based on the output we need, sometimes we need to choose or, sometimes we need to choose what? And developer need to have that knowledge, whether I need to go with or whether I need to go with and. So for that purpose, let me give you a quick idea how and will work, how R will work. So first I'll show you one table, how R will work. This table will tell you how R logical function will work. So go and look at this table. Between condition 1 and condition 2, you are taking which one now? R. Which logical function? R. In R logical function, true will return what? True false, false true, false false. Remember like this. In R logical function, even one condition is true, it will return what? True. If all conditions are false, then it will return what? False. In R logical function, if all the conditions are false, then only false. Let's take an example. True is there. In R, I used or here. What you will get? True. False, true is there. What you will get? True. False is there. Between all you have R. What you will get? True. All are false. False. Take R logical function. If everything is false, it will return what? False. Even one condition is true, it will return what? True. If all conditions are true, it will return what? True. Remember that is how R logical function will work. Okay. Now go here. So first you need to decide. I said that how many conditions I'm writing here? 2 conditions. Go to advanced. First condition you return is what? Is 10. Second condition you return is what? Is 20. Okay. Now, whatever the conditions you write here, that conditions will check for every row. For first row, how many conditions it will check? Two conditions. For second row also, how many conditions? Two conditions. First, you need to decide. If any one condition is true, you need to show the record. Let me tell you, same way how logical function also will work. Then we'll go there. I'll write how the logical function will work. First table, this table will tell about what? Or logical function. This time, logical function. Logical function, the result will be somewhat different. See here. Now between condition 1 and condition 2, you are taking what? And in true will return what? True, false, 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 true, false, 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 false. Keep remember like this. In logical function, if all are true, then only it will return what? True. Even if one is false, it will return what? False. Take an example. I am writing 3 conditions, all are true. What you will get? True. In logical function, if everything is true, you will get what? True. So let's say both 2 are true, another one is false. I'm taking here. What will get?
False.
False. If all are false?
False.
False. So will return true only when what? All conditions are true. All conditions are true. So now here, true, wherever true is there, what is it? Wherever true is there, it will keep the records. Wherever false is there, it will do what? Filter the records. Filter the records. Fine. Let's see here. What is this? So true, when the result is true, it will keep the record. When the result is what? False, it will filter the record. So in our logical function, how many truths are there? 3 times it will show the record. It will filter the record only what? One time. One time. But when you go to logical function, how many times true is there? One time. Remaining false. So tell me, our logical function will give more records or and will give more records? Or where more truths are there, you will get more records. Okay. Now, first, when you write the 2 conditions, first you need to decide. A single row need to satisfy both the conditions or any one condition. A single row I'm talking about need to satisfy both the conditions or any one condition. Any one condition. A single row need to satisfy either first condition is satisfying or either second condition is satisfying. You need to show the record. If any one condition is satisfying, if you want to show the record, if any one is true, you need to get true. Which one will give that? Or will give that. And will give true only when what? Both are true. Both are true. Now, either of one condition, if either department number is 10 or either 20, I need to show the record. Not a single row will not satisfy both. Let's say if you choose and, that means and will give record when both are what? True. When both are true, then only it will return what? True. Otherwise, it will return what? False. See here, when I choose and here, take the first record. What is the department number will get? 20. 20 is 10, true or false? False. 20 is 20, true or false? True.
True.
False, true? False. False, true?
False.
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 Logical function. False means it will filter the record or show the record. Filter. Do you want to filter 20th department or show it? Show it. And is filtering or showing it? Filtering. But if you go with R, it will show. When you go with R, what is the department number you will get now here? 20. 20 is 10. False. 20 is 20. True. In our logical function, false, true. True. True means it will show it or not? It will show it. LN record, you need to show it or filter it? Filter. Only 10 and 20 I need to show. 30 will come here. 30 is 10. False. 30 is 20. False. 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 In our logical function, false. False will false. It will filter or not? This one also same. Go to here. What is the department number? 10. 10 is 10. True. 10 is 20. False. True. False. True. True means it will show it or not? When I click on apply, so this all these rows, any one condition is becoming true, it is showing it. Under R here. Or why R? Any one condition is true. Only 2 types of requirements will be there. When you are applying the filter, sometimes any one condition is true, you need to show it. Any one condition is true, you need to show it. Any one condition is true, if you want to show it, you will choose under R. Or any one condition is true, if you want to show it, or. So first requirement you will have is any one condition is true, you need to show it. Any one condition is true, you need to show it. Record. Then which logical function? Or. Second requirement you'll have is if all conditions are true, only these two type of requirements you'll get. All conditions are true, then you need to show it. Then we need to show record. Then what? End. Then what? End. Okay. So now let me tell you another requirement here. So, okay, we understand this requirement we achieved using this one we achieved using OR. Let's go with another requirement for AND. What is this requirement is? Create a visual to what? Show what? Employee name, salary, department number, where salary is between what? 1,000 and 3,000. Go to this visual. Go to this page 2. There is already this visual. Now this time I want to filter the data based on what column? Salary. You have employee name, salary, department number. What you need to show now? Salary between 1,000 and 3,000. Salary between 1,000 and 3,000 meaning is what? Salary starting from 1,000 till 3,000. You need to show the employees from which employee to which employee here? 1,000 to 3,000. Which employee? Starting employee is what? Adams. Till where? Scott. These are the employees who have salaries between 1,000 and 3,000. How to show only these employees is? We need to filter the data based on which column? Salary. Go to salary column. First write the condition greater than or equal to. Salary between means greater than or equal to where? Starting number 1,000. Second condition is what? Less than or equal to. How much? 3,000. Now under or, again you write two conditions. First you need to decide. A single row need to satisfy any one condition or both conditions. Only two types of requirements you will have. What is the two types of requirement? And in a row satisfy any one condition, you need it. Then or. If a row satisfy all the conditions, you need it. Then and now you tell me, out of these two conditions, you are expecting a single sales value need to satisfy both condition or any one? Both. Both. Both means? And guys, must and should it should be greater than or equal to what? 1,000. Must and should it should be less than or equal to what? 1,000. Two conditions need to satisfy. Then only you need to show it. Let's say when I go with R, when I click on apply, are you getting expected result? Expected result is from where to where? Adams to Scott. When I go with R, you are still not getting it. You are getting everything. Why? Or any one condition will become true. Out of these two, anyone will become true. For every number, anyone will become true. That is the reason you are getting all the records. Now go with and click on apply. What you are getting? Adams to Scott. So now it is showing the records only when both conditions are true, right? Right. We got a basic idea when to use AND logical function and when to use what? OR logical function. I'll give other examples also. You got an idea by this time. Okay. That's about. So, okay. So now show top two departments based on sum of salary. Client is asking to create a visual to show department number and sum of salary. I'm taking table visual. First, I'm dragging what? Department number. How many departments are there? 10, 20, 30, and 50. 4 departments are there. Beside that, I want to show what? Sum of salary. To show sum of salary, go and drag what? Salary column. When I drag the salary column, it is doing what? Sum. It is showing department-wise what? Sum of salaries. Now here in this visual, I need to show top 2 departments where we are getting more salaries, where we are paying more salaries. What are the top 2 departments at this point? 20 and 50 are top 2 departments where we are getting more salaries. So what? So can I go and do when the client is asking, I want top 2 departments? Can I go to department number? Can I go to basic filtering? Can I select 20 and 50? Can I show this result to my client? Is it the right way? It is showing top 2 departments today. Tomorrow, when you go and refresh, it need to change it dynamically. Top 2. Will it change dynamically or it will always show 20 and 50? It will always show 20 and 50. So you write department 20 and department 50. It always show 20 and 50. There are chances in the future, 10th department, more employees will join. 10th department might come to top 1. When I click on refresh, new data will get into EMP table, right? For that new data, this result need to change. When I go and click on refresh, it always show 20 and 50 only. Why? You selected equal to 20, equal to 50. This is not the way to show top two departments. So how to show then? There is a filter called what? Top and select what? Top, how many? Two. There is two options, top and bottom. I'm selecting top. So top two, what you are selecting? Department numbers based on which value you need top two? Based on salary. Go and drag which column? Salary, click on what? Apply. What are the top two? 20 and 50. When any data changes in the source, will this result change or remain same? Change. Will it show all the time 20 and 50? No. It might show other departments when you click on refresh. If the data changes. If the data changes. So in the same way, if you want what? Bottom, this time it will show bottom two department numbers by what? Salary. What are the bottom two? 10 and 30. Like this top and so we understand clearly how to filter the data on number data type column, guys. Which data type column? Number. First subtype you have is what? Basic. When you need to go with to write equal to. If it is other than equal to, you will go and write where? Advanced. In advanced, lot of different options are there. And there is last one what? Top n. We understand when to go with top n. Okay, that is about how to filter the data on what? Number data type column. Next one is filtering the data on what? Text. Text data type column. Second column we will discuss how to filter the data on what? Text columns. Let me quickly tell you the requirements, simple requirements. Applying the filters on text columns. First, I want to create a card visual to show where sum of sales, where region equal to what? Central. So client is asking to create a card visual. In the card visual, they're asking to show sum of sales. When I drag the sales, it is doing sum of sales. And it is giving how many region sales? 4 regions, but client want to see what here? Only central. To show central, you need to go to filters on the visual. You need to drag which column? Region and basic or advanced. Basic. Basic will write what? Equal to. Region equal to central you want. I can do it in basic. Is it showing only what sales now? Central. Whatever you do in basic, you can even do in advanced also. Go to region. Advanced is, I can type what? Central. Will it give same results or not? Same results. Same results. Leave it about it. So now create a card visual to show sum of sales where state equal to what? New York. This time I need to filter the data based on state column. When I go to the state column, and you see here, how many distinct states are there? 49. When I go and take one card visual, when I drag the sales here, it is showing how many states sales here? All 49 states. But client don't want to see 49 state sales here. They want to see only what? New York. Only one state called what? New York. You need to filter the data on this visual based on which column this time? State. So this time you need to write state equal to New York only. But this time equal to condition write basic. So this time I don't prefer basic guess. Basic, okay, it will write equal to condition easily. But when you have less values, it is comfortable. You have what? More values. Going to the more values and searching where New York is there, it will take time. That way, that reason I'll go with where? Advanced. I'll write what? Is what? New York. Is New York. When I click on apply, it is showing how many states data now? Only one state, that is what? New York. Now you guys tell me the next requirement. Create a card visual to show sum of sales where state equal to New York and state equal to Texas. How many state sales you need to show this time? 2. Take one card visual. Drag which column? Sales. How many states sales you need to show? 2. One is New York. Second one is Texas. Tell me how you will show. Drag which column? State. Basic or advanced? Try to go with advanced. Then is New York. So we'll come back and choose under or. And second condition is what? Is Texas. You write 2 conditions, right? Now under or. Or. We need to go with or, guys. Either a sales value is coming from either New York, either Texas. When you go with and when I click on apply, you will see blank value. Why you will see blank value is no sales value come from both the New York and both the Texas. This time it will take only the sales when both the conditions are true. Both the conditions are true. No sale value come from both the states. Either a sale value come from New York or Texas. Anyone. You need to go with what? Or. So how much it is showing? 481, right? One state 330. One state it show how much? 330. Two states? 481. Now the third visual I need to create. Next one is, now I need to show three states data. New York, Texas, Washington. How to show three states data? Take one card visual, drag the cells, filter the data based on what column? State, basic or advanced? Advanced. Unfortunately, in the advanced, we cannot write more than two conditions. How many conditions? Two conditions. Now, how many conditions you need to write? Three conditions. New York first condition, Texas second condition, Washington third condition. Three conditions, right? So you cannot write three conditions here. So then I'll go to basic and I can manage it. In the basic, there is a search bar. What is the first state you want? New York. I selected it. What is the second state you want? Texas. What is the third state? Washington. Okay. Why I am doing in basic now? If you go here, how many states data you are seeing? Three states. New York or Texas or Washington. Why you are doing in basic? Why not in advanced? Advanced, it is allowing to write how many conditions? Two conditions. That is the reason I do it in basic. Okay. Somehow you managed it. Let me tell you another requirement now. Create one table visual. In the table visual, try to show customer name by sales. What you need to show? Customer name and what? Sales. By default, it will show all the customers and what? All the sales. It will show customer name starts with A, starts with B till Z. You have customer name starting with A, starting with B, starting with C till Z you will have. Now client requirement is, I don't want to see all the customers here. I need to see only customers whose names are starting with A. Whose names are starting with? Yeah. How to show only customers whose names are starting with A? Filters. Go to which column? Customer name, basic or advanced? In the basic, you can write only equal to. Now it is equal to condition or starts with? Starts with. You are not supposed to do it in basic. You'll get wrong result when you do it in basic. You need to go with what? Advanced. There is an option called what? Starts with. Starts with what? Yeah, click on what? Apply. Now you see only customer's name starts with what? Yeah. Do you see any other customers? No. Now you tell me. I want to see customer name starts with A, starts with B. Both I need to see. I don't want to show C to Z. Don't want to show what? C to Z. How to? One more condition. Go and write starts with B. You write starts with A, starts with B. Under R, or a single row need to satisfy one condition or both condition. Anyone. Anyone means, or when I click on apply, you can see starts with A, starts with B. Any one condition. Do you see customer name starts with C? No. I want customer name starts with A, starts with B, starts with C. I don't want D to Z. I don't want it. How to show A, B, C? Basic. Basic, I said we can write only equal to. Previously, state equal to New York, state equal to Texas, state equal to Washington, you can write it. Why? Because they are equal to conditions. This time begins with A, begins with B, begins with C. So in the basic, you cannot write begins. You can write only what? Equal to. You can write only equal to. Tell me guys, how to write now? No. So contents will not work. Now what you need to do is, there is a small workaround. So directly you can write how many conditions in the advanced? Two. I can make to write more than two conditions in the advanced by doing some small workaround. Right? Let me show you. I'll tell you how to write more than two conditions in where? Advanced. How to write more than two conditions in the advanced is, go to basic filtering first. Where? Directly when I go to advanced, how many conditions? First condition, second condition. First you go to where? Basic. Select three values. How many values I selected here? Any three. Why? Because I need to write how many conditions? Three conditions. Now switch from basic to where? Advanced. Now go and see in the advanced how many conditions are there? 1, 2, 3 are there. Now you want to change them. What is the first condition? Starts with A. What is the second condition? Starts with B. What is the third condition? Starts with C. Under or either one condition satisfy you need. When I click on apply, you can see customer name starts with A, starts with B, starts with C. So let's say I want to write four conditions. Directly when I go to advanced, how many conditions I can write? Two. If you want to write four conditions, first you need to go to basic, select four values, go to advanced. Simple. Go to basic, select 4 values. Advanced 1, 2, 3, 4. Modify the conditions how you want. Okay, that is the small workaround you need to do. Okay, fine, guys. Now let's say I'll tell you one requirement. Now currently you have customer names. All customers and all sales are there. Now my requirement is I don't want to show customers whose names are starting with A. I need to show B to Z. What I need to show? B to Z. I don't want to show what? Customer name starts with A. How to show this? Go to customer name, advanced, does not starts with what? A. When I click on apply, do you see customer name starting with A? No, you see B to Z, right? That is, so we understand starts with, does not starts with. And you have what? Is not. Let me tell you a requirement for is not. When I take one card visual, when I drag the sales, how many state sales you are seeing here? States, 49. Now my requirement is, I don't want to show 49 states. I want to show 48 states data. I don't want to show only one state, which is New York. Which is what? New York. Out of 48, how many states you need to show? 48. I don't want to show only one state called what? New York. What is the easiest way to show that? Go and write filter condition on which column? State. You need to go to which filtering? Advanced. Which option? Is not. Is not what? New York. When I write state is not New York, except New York, remaining how many states data you are seeing? 48 remaining states you are seeing. Okay. So now in the advanced filtering, we understand is not, starts with, does not start with. On the top, you have something called what? Contains, does not contains. Take an example. You have a customer column here. I want to show customers whose names are starting with LN. I want to show customers whose names are starting with what? LN. How to show customers name starts with LN again? Advanced starts with, I can type what? LN. When I click on type LN, it is showing only customers whose names are starting with what? LN. Let's say sometimes LN will be there in the starting. It is showing only the customers whose name is having LN in where? Starting. Sometimes people will enter my name like this. Sometimes A Sunil Kumar they'll write. Sometimes they will write Sunil first, then A Kumar. Sometimes they'll write A Kumar and Sunil. First time they write Sunil in where? Middle. Second time they write in where? Starting. Third time they write in what? Ending. This is my name only. Now, when the data is like this, people want to see my name means it contains Sunil. Contains what? Sunil. Not only starting, whether it is middle or start or end, I want to show it. So I want to show the names which contains LN in it. Which contains what? LN. Whether it is starting or middle or what? End. If you want to see the names which contains LN, now you need to go with an option called what? Contains LN means, so now it is showing name which is having LN in where? Middle here, starting here, ending. Wherever LN is there, it is showing it. So opposite to contains is what? When I write does not contains LN, it will show names only if LN is not there. If LN is not there, this LN is not there, then only it will show. So self-explanatory. Contains means either starting or middle or what? End. Opposite to contains does not. Starts with means only starting. Opposite to starts with does not start. Is means exact match. Is not means opposite to is. Next one is blank, is not blank, is empty, is not empty. Out of these 4 options, we are seeing these options on which column? Text column. Previously, we filter the data on which column? Number, right? When you are filtering on number column, out of these 4 options, what options you seen on number column? All 4 options you seen or only 2 options you seen? All 4 options you seen or only 2 options? Only 2. Which 2?
Two ups.
Is blank?
Not.
Is not blank. Only 2 I seen there. One is blank, is not blank. I don't see what? Is empty, is not empty. Now do one thing. Go and drag date column also. Go and drag order date column. Go to advanced filtering. Go and see here. Out of that options, what options you see? Is blank and is not blank. If you carefully understand, is blank and is not blank options are showing in what? All the 3 data type columns. For text data type columns, you see 2 options which you don't see in other data type. What are that? Is empty,
Empty
is not empty. Write that points, guys, here. So what we see is blank, is not blank, is available for what? All data type columns. Is empty, is not empty, is available for what? Only for text columns. Only for text columns. What is the why for all columns you see in this? All columns. All columns means number, text, and date. You will find it. What is the difference? Someone tell me here. So what is this? When to use these two options? Why these two options are available for all columns? When to use these two options? Why it is available for only text column? Anybody have any idea?
Numeric.
Yes, correct. So you need to have a basic understanding to tell this answer. At least you need to have a basic understanding about data type. About what? Let's say I have a column 1. It have a number data type. What data type? Column 1 have what data type? Number. Can I enter 1, 2, 3 in the column 1? Possible or not possible? Yes. As it is a number data type, it can allow. Can I enter ABC? No. Number column can allow only numbers. Can I enter special characters? No. Can I enter combination of numbers, text, and special characters? No. Can I enter null value? Yes. Null means no value. You can enter. Can I enter empty spaces? There is a space tab, right? I'm clicking on space. Space, we call it as a special character. Can I enter yes or no?
No.
No. Number data type can allow only either numbers or either null. It will not allow empty text. It will not allow empty text. That is the basic idea about number column. Next, go with date column. Take an example. There is a column 2. It have a date data type. Which data type? In column 2, can I enter any date values? Yes. Can I enter numbers? No. Date column will not allow. Date will allow only dates. Can I enter text? No. Can I enter combination of numbers, text, and special characters means? No. Can I enter null values?
No.
Yes. Every data type will allow null. Null means no value. Let's say high date column is there. Which one? Or else date of birth column is there. Date of birth. What is the data type? Date. So today when employee joined, somehow he don't fill the date of birth. When he fill the date of birth, I'll write the date. When he don't fill it, what I'll write? Null. Null means no value. Currently, I don't have any value. It need to allow. So in every data type column, null will be allowed. Okay. Okay. Now, can it allow spaces? No, it will not allow even spaces. Date data type can allow only either dates, nulls. Next one, take the last data type, C3. C3 column, give the data type as text column. Which column? Text column. Can I enter ABC? Yes. Can I enter 1, 2, 3? Yes. Try to understand. Text column will allow any type of data. Any type of data. Can I enter special characters? Yes. Can I enter combination of them? Yes. Any type of data tool. Can I enter null value? Yes. Yes. Can I enter empty spaces? Yes. Every information it will allow. Okay. So here, what you need to understand is this null will be allowed in every column, right? To filter the null values, you have what? Is blank and is not blank. As every column will allow null values, these two options are used in every column. So is blank and is not blank are used for what purpose? Filter what? Null values. They're used for filtering the null values. Is empty, is not empty is used to filter empty text. See here, you added some spaces, right? So will the number column allow spaces? No, that is the reason is empty is not available here to filter number column. Is date column allow empty spaces? No. Which column will allow empty spaces? Text. As text column allow empty spaces, you have only for text column is empty, is not empty. Is empty, is not empty are used for what purpose? Filter empty text. Empty text means some spaces. Some spaces. Sometimes you will have a customer name column. By mistake, they will enter spaces there. They'll enter spaces. If you want to see what are the customers who have spaces, null is different. Spaces is different. If you see the size of null, 0 bytes will be there. If you see the space, every space will occupy 1 byte. Right? Both are different. Both are different. Understand, right? So very rarely you will filter the data based on what? Is empty, is not empty. Very rarely you will get empty text. Even in the text column also, very rarely you will get it. But for some reasons, if text column have empty spaces, then you can use what? Is empty, is not empty. Rare scenarios. Okay, guys. So now we understand all the options available here, right? Yes, sir. So we understand how to filter the data on text column. So far we understand basic and advanced. One more you have is top N. Which one? Top N. Now my requirement is I'm taking one card visual, sorry, table visual. I'm showing customer name wise sales. What? Customer name wise sales. I want to show top 5 customers based on their sales value. What I need to show? Top 5 customers. Now you are showing almost lot of customers. When I go to customer name column have how many customers here? 793 distinct customers are there. Now you are showing 793 customers and their sales. But client don't want to see 793. They want to see only what? Top 5 customers. How to show top 5 customers? Customer name. Can I do in basic? No. Can I do in advanced? No. You need to go with what? Top N. Top how many? 5. Top 5 what? Customer names by what? Sales. Go and drag the sales. Click on what? Apply. These are the top 5 customers. If you want, you can sort the data based on salary column also. Sum of salary. Now you see top 1 is what? Same. Top 2, top 3, top 4, top 5. Top 5 customers it is showing, right? If you want to see bottom 5 customers, take bottom. These are the bottom 5 customers who is doing the least sales with us. Okay, that is about how to filter the data on what? Text. So on text column also we have basic, we have advanced, we have top N. We understand when to go with which one, right? Okay, we understand how to filter on data on number and text. We need to understand about what? Date. Date column have how many subtypes? 5 subtypes. We need to understand when to go with basic, advanced, top N, relative date and relative type. Let us stop here. We'll continue from here in tomorrow's class. We'll go with some questions now.